Yeah. Brandon B, what's going on, my man? Oz Flight Simmer, shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming through, my man. Make sure you guys check out your boy Oz Flight Simmer. Makes some great videos, great live streams, reviews. George, what's up, man? Never again, good to see you. Welcome to the stream, baby. This is Tour of Italy, day 3. We'll be kicking it off here out of Venice, Venezia. Looking forward to it. Flying the Coronado Fokker F50. We're gonna change it up today. I haven't flown this plane like since I reviewed it. Like, no joke. What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Glad to have you. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. Weather's looking pretty nice. It's a little overcast, a little partly, I would say partly cloudy, but there's some overcast spots that we're gonna have to watch out for. But it's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be pretty nice. That's a sexy camera view right there. Ay, ay, ay. Love it, I love it, I love it. All right, I think it's about time for me to introduce myself. Get the camera up. Okay, I keep doing that. Wrong scene. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue. This is X-Plane 11. We're flying the Fokker F50 for day 3 of our tour of Italy. We kicked it off a couple days ago, flying out of Corfu actually into Catania, and then I already forgot, Naples, Rome. Now we're in Venice. Continuing from Venice, we're gonna go to a place called, I actually freaking forgot. I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot. What's the name of the place we're going? Lima, India, Foxtrot, Bravo. It's a small airport right in the mountains, like right in the crevice. It's gonna be a really cool approach. I'm looking forward to that. After that, we'll continue to Verona, and then we'll finish at Bolzano. I'm gonna update you guys once I get that ahead in front of me. But I already have them planned and everything, so we're looking good there. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started because we got a lot of flying to do. We actually have, 3 legs today. So that's probably the most legs I've done on X-Plane in a while. So we'll get this thing started. I'm going to start by turning the battery power on. Let me know if you guys can't hear the sounds or if you have any issues with the sounds. And matter of fact, before we even get this plane started, I want to do today's motivational quote of the day. Today's motivational quote of the day is, did I lose it? Always strive to be on top in life, because the bottom is overcrowded. You got me? Always strive to be on top in life because the bottom is overcrowded. So take that how you want it. We'll go external power on as well. And then we'll turn on the emergency lights, window heat. Turn that on. I gotta get my checklist up because I've only flown this, well, it's been a while since I've flown it. So I wanna make sure I get it started correctly. And window heat's on. Landing altitude, I don't know honestly what it is. Let's go ahead and get our charts up. Anthony, what's up, man? Good to see you. Nick Player, what's up, man? Hello, people. It's gonna be a great stream. Every day it's gonna be a great stream. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. Let's go ahead and get our charts, shall we? So starting off in LIPZ. Weather right now is 200 at 4. Kavik. Temperatures 11, dew point 0.03, QH 1023. Oops, that's the wrong button. And we want to get our airport chart, our airport diagram. I think it's this one. There's a Alitalia A320 taxiing down the taxiway right now. And oh, another thing. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to start writing stuff down for me to talk about in the intro. I want to talk to you guys about the newly released Microsoft Flight Simulator video. What was it called? The one about sound. I want to talk about that because there's some very interesting points. I'm actually going to bring the video up in the live stream. We're going to watch it together again and kind of like dissect it and look at it real close. So look forward to doing that. And I already watched the video once, but I want to watch it again and take a closer look. There's some small things, some little details, stuff that they really haven't mentioned before that I feel like they kind of like showed us in this video, and I want to kind of take a closer look at it. So pretty excited about that. Pretty excited, obviously, about Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out, and I know you guys are too. Let's go ahead and get our arrival. It's going to be Lima, India, Bravo, Delta. Weather out there is okay, 3405, and I'm gonna go ahead and get elevation is actually 187, so it's about sea level, not too far off. Our arrival is VIC1 Mike, Vic1 Mike. Let's see if that's in here. It always really confuses me whenever I fly outside of Europe. Outside of the US, because the way the charts are organized is so different than what I'm used to. Anthony, no, I'm just flying Air Baltic today. They don't technically fly this route, but I had to choose between this livery and the other liveries I have, and I like this one the most. So this is not going to be a realistic like airline flight. It's just going to be, hey, I like this livery, and we're doing this flight with it. VIC1 Mike. Oh, that's not the right airport. That's the wrong airport, guys. It's B. I'm like, there's a lot of there's a lot more. Is it PB? Yeah, PB. There's a lot more stuff going on there than I expected. This is a really small airport. There we go. That looks more like it. Just 2 arrivals. Yeah, there we go. So look at it. You can already see just by looking at the chart kind of how like it's kind of surrounded by mountains, and there's really only one way in and one way out. So that's what we're going to do today. And we'll get our approach, which I think is going to be localizer 1. Ooh, a circling. Circling with prescribed flight tracks on runway 1. What does that look like? That sound. What does that look like? But which runway is this landing for? That looks complicated, doesn't it? Visual maneuvering east of airport prohibited. All right, here's the runway. So we will go over the VOR, the Bolzano. That's the name of the airport we're going to, Bolzano. So we'll go over the VOR, it looks like. I think it's if you're coming from the north. We're coming from the south. But here's another one, I think, coming from the south. Not sure. We'll probably not do this one because it's like a bit much. Looks like it's kind of over complicated than it should be. This is one I was projecting to do because you just kind of go straight in. We have a lot of stops today. I don't want to spend too much time, so we'll do that. And also, there's an offset localizer, just like we had in Rome. No, Naples. Yeah, Naples had an offset localizer, which is pretty interesting. So we'll do that. And I'll also go ahead and get my airport chart. Yeah, there's 19, 01. That's what we're going to do. Okay, cool. Now that we have our charts together, now we can go ahead and... Oh, are you serious? Are you freaking serious? This freaking bee just came back. Literally, guys, yesterday when we were streaming, there was a bee in my apartment. La Chancla is here. And ever since the stream ended, it disappeared. I could never find it. I told my wife about it. She got home. We never saw it, never heard it, nothing. Nothing at all. And now, as soon as I start streaming again, guess who shows up? The freaking bumblebee. So, oh God, where'd he go? Oh God. Oh God. What are you doing? Get out of here. Ah! He wants to get out. I know he wants to get out. All right, stand by. There's some things that needs to happen. I'm about to kill this stupid thing and finish this. I'll I'll leave the mic on so you can hear the action. Hold on, guys. Sorry. I gotta kill this friggin' bee. Where'd he go? You know, I'm hunting him down now. Good face. Like I'm playing the Hunter Call the Wild Insect Edition simulator. How much you want to bet he's probably behind my monitor? Like, no, I'm pretty sure he's freaking behind my monitor. Sorry, guys, if you just joined in. I am trying to kill the same freaking bee that was in here yesterday, and he hasn't been here. He hasn't been here since the stream ended yesterday. Apparently, he knows I'm streaming, and he likes to distract me. And if I want the stream to go smoothly and I not be distracted, I gotta kill him. Must die. But I can't find him now. Welcome to the stream, Craig. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'm back for now. Till I find that punk. What the heck? Don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. I'm blown. My mind is blown. I'm like, I literally, soon as yesterday's stream ended, I was gonna try to kill it, and it disappeared. Like, I hadn't seen it like since yesterday's stream. Let's gonna do this flight plan while I watch my back. But now I have, not only do I have La Chancla, I also have my defense system. Raid anti-wall spray. So I got that for long distance in case I can't get close up to him. Okay, guys, sorry for delay. Departure. What are we doing? Something with a V. I'm telling, he's gonna show his face again. He knows the raid is here. Victor 5 Delta. I see everything but that one. Not cool. There's 6. Maybe it's 6 Delta now, or 4 Delta. What the heck? Where's 5 Delta? Oh, gotta love when you don't have things. That noise. Let's do 9 Echo, because that's on this chart too. Mix WP, what's up, man? Good to see you. Is this a challenge? Is what a challenge? The approach? It's not going to be the easiest of approaches, but it won't be the hardest either. Departure runway 22 left. And that looks good to me. After that, we'll go to Vic. After Vic, we'll connect to our arrival from Vic. We'll add the final waypoint, Lima, India, Papa Delta. Sorry, that's not right. That's the wrong airport. Remove. I don't know why I keep typing Papa Delta. It's Papa Bravo. Lima, India, Papa Bravo. End up at the wrong airport. That'd be hilarious. All right, load, arrival. Vic 1. That is not in here. Weird. What up, Bye Linux? Good to see you. I know, right? That's what I need, man. I need a bee leash. Just take him outside, like, hey, man, I need to talk to you. We need to go for a walk. And we talked about it yesterday about like opening the window or the door and just letting him leave, because he literally was like at the door, just trying to get out. He's like on the window, crawling around the window, just trying to leave. And I'm like, all right, cool. He wants to go. That's good. But he was just stuck there. He obviously is a window. He's not smart enough to know it's a window, so he just kind of didn't really know what to do. All right, low approach. So I don't know. And at that moment, I probably could have killed him, but I didn't have my weapons with me. And this is one thing I believe, guys, and I think everybody should believe the same as I believe in this particular situation. If you're gonna kill something that can kill you, make sure you kill it first, right? Right? Like something my wife does, as we're setting the plane up, don't worry, we're still doing things, is that she'll just swing at it. Like she'll just like throw her hands, like wave at it, just piss it off. I'm like, well, one thing you know is that bees get really pissed off. If you start swinging at it and threatening it, it may not have been, you know, planning on killing you before, but now it wants to kill you, right? And so for me, I'm like, no, I'm more of like, I'm on the sneak attack side. I'm like, I am going to, it's not even gonna see it coming. Like I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna stalk it until it lays down somewhere where I get a chance to just pop it off. And so, because I know if I swing and I miss, my life is over. That's kind of how I see it. It's like sniper versus sniper, right? If you see the sniper, you better kill him before he sees you, because he's gonna kill you. But if you miss, he will see your muscle flash, and that's a wrap. So that's the way I see it. Good evening, Ben Brown. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Heavy Driver, good to see you. I'll be flying directly over your house with that, Sid. I live in the town where Vicenza VOR is located. Pretty cool, man. Linux, good to see you as well. Virtual GAs, welcome to the stream, man. And yeah, let's keep going. So we already done altimeter. What is our altimeter right now? Let me find out what the weather is. XNVAR, what you got for me, buddy? I'm like wondering still, where was he sleeping? 220 at 6, 1023. I already have that set. All right, so altimeter set, seatbelt signs are on, FMC is programmed, trim is good. Fuel pump. All right, so we're basically ready to
taxi to 04 right.
So I'm gonna go do that. So better push back. Wait, he's taking out 04 right?
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Which way do I want to go? Alright, he's going that way. That's the way I think I was going to go. Actually, he's... We're just going to taxi back. We'll figure out which run we're going to take off. I was planning on taking off on the 22 side, but if traffic is leaving on the 04, then I'll just go ahead and change.
Ground to cockpit.
FOB Ryan, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn these things. Gonna have all the lights off, basically. And I'll turn on this fuel pump, preparing for us to push. And let's make sure we got all the doors closed. And ground power is going to go away. Rear door, front door, right. Rear door, static elements are going to go away. Let's go shut that other door on our own.
Venice departing 04 right.
Wait, there it is. Alright, doors are closed.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Appreciate that, Ben. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your flights today, your Friday flights, wherever you may be flying. And I appreciate you guys coming through on the stream and hanging with me while you're flying. So far, I've been enjoying Italy. Italy, again, has been one of those places I really haven't flown all too much. And if I do, I fly into like one city and then I leave. You know, I don't spend a lot of time in Italy, so it's really nice to get out here
Connected and bypass pin
spend some time out here.
Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
All right, roger that. Anti-collisions need to come on. Wait, that's... Yeah, let's stay off for now. Alright, to start the engine, we just need to have the second pump turned on and then turn the ignition switches on. All the packs and stuff is off. Technically right now we're just on battery power. There is no APU in this plane. So I'm gonna go start with engine number 2. I gotta hold that for a few seconds actually. 1, 2, 3, alright. Let's spin it up. And then we can go down here and go to start. Raise that up just a bit. And then we can go to full open on that. I think there's something really special about like turboprop regional airliners. Like it's so different. Like I love the startup sequence, like in the Airbus, like we had yesterday, and the 737, like we had the day before. But then I feel like the startup of like a prop regional jet is so like authentic as well, especially when the sounds are right. The sounds are kind of like iffy in this one, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you guys saw my Fokker 50 review, I mentioned a lot of these points before, but it sounds good. I feel like it could have been better, and that's kind of what I wish for. Let's go ahead and get the right generator turned on, and then we'll start engine number 1. Captain Harrison, do I know what PC will be able to run Microsoft Flight Sim 2020? No, nobody does. People try to pretend like they do know, but nobody actually knows because they haven't released any information about that. Alright, let's go ahead and go to start here. But nobody knows. A lot of people are worried it's going to take like a freaking NASA computer, you know, something that stronger than an X-plane, you know.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set. And I don't think so. I'm going to stand on my original thoughts that part of the goal with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, even from the beginning, was that they're trying to make Flight Sim available to more people, which is the reason why it will be available on Xbox. So people who don't have a PC like I do, or like some of the other people who have these amazing PCs, you know, you're going to be able to play it on Xbox. Now, how well is it going to look on Xbox? We don't know. But comparing Microsoft's other products, because again, this is Microsoft, and I'm kind of comparing it to other games that they have out there. Like, for example, think about Forza Horizon. We're going to be able to go into 12,000 a day. Forza Horizon is on PC and it's on Xbox, right? It looks amazing on PC. I personally don't know what it looks like on Xbox, but it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all, but it's also a whole lot smaller of a game. So I'm assuming Microsoft is going to continue with their quality control and make sure that you're not going to have a crappy looking flight simulator on the console. It's also probably going to be, they're probably have in mind the next generation console which comes out this Christmas. All right, fuel pump's coming on. Left gen coming on. Charger coming on. We'll turn on all the probe heats. Packs coming on. Bleed air is coming on. Ignition switches are going off. And the overhead panel looks good to me. We are ready to taxi. Taxi lights coming on. Flaps are going down. And did the pushback truck leave? Right.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And we are ready. I'm gonna turn this off too because we're gonna need it later, so we can use the thingy. Thank you for the follow, Jose Paco 420. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Arroyo family. All right, again, altitude set to 12,000 feet. Altimeter 1023. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure we're on GPS mode. Yes, we are. Oops. And we'll hit navigation mode. That'll get our flight director set up. And for vertical speed, which I'm actually gonna click on this massive thing, and we're gonna change our vertical speed to about 2,000 in the climb initially, and we'll change it up later. All right. As soon as the pushback truck leaves, we are ready. No, there are no flight sims on PS4, and I don't see any coming to PS4. Like anytime soon. Maybe never. Maybe never. But sadly, yeah, sadly there are no flight simulators. The closest thing you're gonna get to a flight simulator, at least in my opinion, on PS4 is either what's the name of that game? Is it War Wings? World of Wings? World of something? I can't remember the name of it. You know what I'm talking about. The game with all the old planes flying around. Park Route released. We are taxiing. And it looks like traffic is all leaving from that side, so we'll go ahead and taxi that way. What was that? Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna go that way. I think it's runway 04. Let's go ahead and find out what that is. I'll look at Avatar. It'd be pretty cool if we had a flight sim on PS4. I've always wished that we had a flight sim on PS4 because I have a PS4. To answer your question, Ben Brown, I do have a PS4. Yeah, 787. All right, 04. I think traffic is leaving there, but now he's taxiing that way. So what are you guys doing? Okay, I guess we're gonna do 22 right. That's fine. That's what I want to do in first place. Where are we at? Venice traffic. Wow, I hear myself. Venice traffic. Fokker 116 is taxiing to runway 22 right. Venice traffic. But yes, ever since I was younger, man, because I've always been interested in flight sims. I just haven't always had one, and I was always looking to see if there's anything on PS4 that's like a flight sim or even close to it. And I knew that, like, you know, FSX wasn't going to be on there, and the best thing for me was GTA because there was planes and everything else. So a lot of my flying, whenever I had the itch to do some flying, I would just fly with GTA. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably are on the same page with that. So cool story while we're taxiing is that I was actually, I'm not technically in it anymore. I was technically in a like a virtual military flight squadron on GTA, which back then they don't really call it virtual military. They just call it like a group or whatever you call it. So we had like a ton of pilots, and we'd all fly in the jets in GTA 5. That was good. It was cool. I didn't really learn a lot about aviation, but I did have a lot of fun, and I met a lot of cool people who were also interested in flying, because, you know, a lot of people are interested in flight sim and flying in jets, and, you know, you always see people on GTA flying jets and things like that, but you're like, what if you can get a part of a group of people who also like flying jets, and you guys can just take over servers? And that's what we did. And we would have like 10 pilots all in freaking fighter jets that we stole from Fort Zancudo, and we would fly and terror the whole map. Or we would just do formation flying. We would do merging or dogfighting each other to practice and get better, because we weren't the only group. There were multiple other groups, and then every once in a while we would all come together and fight other groups and see who's better. And it was fun. It was a good time. We were all on voice chat. Lots of funny things happened. So I could say I feel that I was a great pilot on GTA. Welcome back, William. Good to see you, man. Right now, ACC, we're playing X-Plane 11. All right, so it looks like the AI traffic is taxiing back to 22 left. And we're gonna go ahead and skip that. We don't really need to do all that. So we're gonna take 22 right. Let's go and turn the land lights on. And the anti-collision lights, nav lights are already on. Flaps are down. Flight director is good. Let's see, let's check on our arrival. Looks good, so we're gonna go ahead and announce Venice traffic, Fokker 116, taking off runway 22 right, departing to the north. Venice traffic. Vincent 777, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I'm all sitting like super far back because I'm paranoid about this bumblebee that's in my house right now trying to kill, and I ain't heard him. I think he heard me. This is probably what I get going before I stream. I was like, I'm gonna open the windows, get a little bit more light in here so we can see me a bit better. But whatever. Probably would have attracted him. You're new, well, man. I'm glad to have you, bro. Welcome to the stream. This is X-Plane 11. We're flying the Fokker 50 for the tour of Italy, day 3. So stand by, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take off, and then we can continue the conversation. Oh, look at that. Parallel takeoffs with a 777. Watch out for the wake turbulence. Yes, the B is still here from yesterday. The exact same freaking one. Alright, we are airborne. That's so cool. This is why I love Traffic Global. Alright, so let's continue straight on its departure. We need to be at or above 900 by the next waypoint. We'll fly by hand for a bit. Yeah, man, no problem. No problem, no problem. Again, we'll be cruising at 12,000 today. Let's go ahead and get the yaw damper turned on. We're not going to go autopilot on it yet, but I do want to get the yaw damper turned on. The yaw damper is now engaged. Another funny thing too while we're climbing out is after yesterday's stream was over, you know how whenever there's a bug or a bee like around you, you're kind of like paranoid and you feel real itchy all the time, like you're like, you know, rubbing your neck, like you feel like your hair is moving, and you think something's crawling on you. Like that's how I felt all day yesterday until I left the house. I was like freaking out. I was like, what the heck is that? Hockey Mister, what's up, man? This is the Fokker 50. Let's go a flyby. It's kind of similar to a Dash 8, but it's not a Dash 8. Once we get on autopilot, I'll get some more external views for you guys, but right now I'm still flying it. Hermano Lee, welcome to the stream. It also has the GTN. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have in real life, but you could also use a default, which we have on the right side, if you want to do that. I don't know why I'm squawking VFR. Let's go ahead and change that. There is no ATC, not that I know of at the moment, out here. No. There was some ATC back in, I think the Rome or Naples area that I saw, but they weren't this far up north. Yeah, I think this is actually older than the Dash 8. I'm not sure. You guys could correct me. You could probably Wikipedia that. But this is a very old plane. You don't see, at least I don't see a lot of these. You may see some of these flying around Europe, like old used ones. And flying through the clouds now is one of my favorite things to do on X-Plane. Nick Kamal, welcome to the stream as well. Oh, you look at the clouds. Very cool. Oh my god. That's so satisfying when you come out of the clouds and the sun is right there ahead of you too. Ay, ay, ay. Hello, beautiful. Good morning. Sun's actually setting out here in Italy. If I was using real world time, it would actually be, I think it's dark already, but I didn't want to fly a night flight because we are trying to tour Italy and I actually like to see it, but I don't know that we will because it is cloudy. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the autopilot. and we'll let the autopilot do the rest of the work, and we can enjoy some of the views that we got up here at 8,000 feet. And to do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my autopilot menu, and I'm gonna hit autopilot engage, and then let go of the yoke. And we are following the flight plan. Perfect. Samuel Montoya, what's up? Welcome to the stream. William, you live in England. Nice, man. Very nice. So here's a closer look at the Fokker 50 if you guys are unfamiliar with it. We're flying the Air Baltic livery. And I think, in my opinion, it's a very well modeled airplane. But that's Carinado. Carinado always does a good job with the modeling part. It's not perfect. It's not the perfect plane. Again, I do have a review of this plane. Oh, my flaps are still down. Oh my god. I forgot the flaps. Make a screenshot. That's what I need. 797 is coming in 2021. How do you know? Where'd you hear that? Yeah, what do you guys think of this plane? It is very old looking. Like, it looks like something from the dinosaur age, you know? I know you also see some of these flying around Africa as well. Greetings from Stockholm. What's up, man? Again, if you just joined in with us, guys, tour of Italy, day 3. We just took off out of Venice, and we're headed to Bolzano. Man, I really need to get my names right. I need to do my homework. Let me get my map up. We're gonna be taking a look at the new Microsoft Flight Simulator update that they just brought out, or just released. I think it was yesterday, last night. We'll be taking a look at that here pretty soon, so stand by for that. Probably do that on the first leg. So we're flying to Bolzano Airport in the mountains. It's gonna be really, really interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, Air Baltic does fly this apparently. And I personally actually really do like Air Baltic's liveries. You don't see me flying Air Baltic that much because I think, don't they have an A22 or something like that? But I just don't have a lot of the planes that they fly. I think they also fly like a CRJ or something. Interesting. Boeing announced that the 797 may come in 2021. That's surprising because they're still having issues with the 737 MAX, and they have yet to really put into action the 777X, right? How's that project going? Nas Escobar, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream as well, man. I don't think I said hi to you. Good morning. Oh, these clouds just look incredible, man. They look incredible. All right, let me give you guys a quick tour of the interior because I think some of you guys are kind of unfamiliar with this plane, which is okay because I didn't know what the heck a Fokker was either until I reviewed it. So we'll start from this view, I guess. Actually, I have a view already. I can show you. Let me see. Nope, 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 nope. I have so many cameras, guys. So many cameras. You have no idea. Like, VADSIM thinks that I'm lagging because I'm switching so much. So check it out. So this is the cabin. This is technically the biggest plane that Carinado has come out with, like, period. And it's like it's a regional airliner, obviously, and it has a lot of seats. It's very similar to like a Dash 8, you know, in the way it looks and the like, you know, kind of what the purpose it was created for. It's a really good plane. Has a lot of animated things back here. You can move the seats or the armrests. It can be moved. All these lights and things like that, the passenger signs, all that kind of stuff, all that stuff also works if you want to move that. Have I been to Sweden? In real life, no. In flight sim, possibly. I just don't remember. I think I have though. I'm pretty sure I have. There's only a few places that I haven't really been, and that is I haven't been in Asia all that much. Like I haven't flown in a lot of Asia places. I want to though. I'll probably want to do like an Asian tour or something to kind of get more familiar with that. The tray tables also work. Click, 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 click. There it is. Open. There it is. And the seats also move back. So if you want to lean back, now that we are probably above 10,000 feet, you can lean the seats back. And yeah, all this stuff up here clicks as well. So pretty cool. I think they did a really good job with the cabin. I think it looks pretty cool. It's pretty interesting finally seeing Coronado come out with something that has like a full cabin like this. So it's kind of cool when it's not just something like executive, like a Baron or a Citation or whatnot. Speaking of Citations, I'm wondering when we're going to get that new Citation XLS from Coronado, and I'm also wondering if I should even be excited now that I heard that they parted ways with Verona Design, and the last the Caravan they came out with was pretty kind of disappointing. I'm hoping that all their planes are not going to be that quality, which wasn't that great. So anyway, that's the cabin. We're level at 12,000 feet. We're going to turn off the landing lights for now. We probably won't be up here for very long. As you can see, we are ETE to destinations, only 16 minutes. Coming up to Vic. From Vic, we're basically flying direct. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to have to try to, dang man. We're going to probably have to, because all these flights are pretty short. So this is kind of like the extended center line over here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and pull up the actual chart to show how we're supposed to do this arrival. All right, so here it is. So Vic is here, right? And we don't want to go straight from Vic to the airport because there's mountains that are 12,500 feet high, and we're only at 12,000 even right now. So we need to actually make a left at 313 heading all the way to this area or waypoint over here. Yeah, and then from there we can continue to the NAXVAV VOR, or sorry, not the NAXVAV, the Bolzano VOR, which is at 11705. And if we want to, we could plug that in. Actually, we should definitely plug it in. 11705. Let's do that. So we can have that on standby. So what we'll do instead of just going from Vic straight there, we're gonna go from here, so pretty much over here in this area, and then make a right and try to go into this like this gap, this valley between the mountains, and try to follow that valley into our approach. Because there is a offset localizer that we can use, and we will use it, but it's gonna kind of be visual. Hopefully the visibility is not too bad. As you can see, we do have some mountains and not mountains, but well, we had some clouds. They're gone now. Never mind. We had some cloud cover coming out of Venice, so it's nice to see that we now can see a whole lot better than we did before. Jorge, what's up, man? Or George, however you pronounce your name. Greetings from Paraguay. Fokker 50 have flown in 1987 for the first time in a commercial flight. It was built to substitute its older brother, Fokker 27, that was produced in the mid-50s. Thank you, man. Appreciate the history update. Appreciate that very, very much. Who is that? That is Johnny. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Glad to have you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, where are we at now? So we're coming up to Vic. We need to turn to 313. That's gonna be to our left. So let's go ahead and switch to heading mode, because we don't actually have that part in our flight plan, so we're gonna kind of manually do it. Yes, I would actually like to try to travel to Sweden. Let me look at the map and see where Sweden is, 'cause I think I know where it is, but I don't remember. No offense, I do not remember where Sweden is. Let me look really quick. I happen to have a map ahead of me. Oh yeah, I've been to Sweden. I've been to Sweden and Norway before. I actually love flying, mainly in Norway because of the mountains over like by Bergen and Stavanger. I've flown out there. I think I did do one stream. I think I did a stream where I flew from Bergen to Oslo and then Oslo to Stockholm. And I think that was my only X-plane stream I've done in Sweden and Norway. But I love, that flight was so freaking gorgeous and beautiful. And I wouldn't mind returning back up there to check it out a bit more. if you know of any specific places out there besides Stockholm or Bergen to fly to, let me know, because I could do some flying out there maybe sometime in the future. All right, how we looking? So 12,000 feet. We do need to descend eventually. Looks like it's already trying to descend for us. Not sure why we're descending. And we can look at Avatab as well. Ariel, the Blue Arrow Executive, I guess, branch on FS Economy has been discontinued. So if you sent the message to join, you will not be accepted. I'm not accepting anybody else to be in it. So we're really just trying to center everybody on Blue Arrow charters. It's still Blue Arrow Executive if you fly a jet, so, or like, you know, something executive. So it's technically still Blue Arrow Executive. It's just not titled it anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? So you can still get all the liveries and all that kind of thing. But the actual FSC group Blue Arrow Executive, I turned it off because it wasn't. First of all, there wasn't enough activity, and there was no. We're not big enough of a flight group to split into two anyway. So I was like, let's just keep everybody over here. And if you want to fly one of my Blue Arrow Executive liveries, go for it. You know, yeah. But we don't need to have two different groups. All right, so this is where we are on the map, and I guess we could probably just kind of watch this. And then we can make our turn then. And I say, what is the radio that we need to be on when we fly? So this is a 195 radio to Naxav is what? 195. I can put that in as a CRS, right? Let's open this up big. Yeah, I would love to fly to Colombia. Remind me where that is too. Uh-oh, we're over speed. Don't worry. That thing screams at you though, man. It's crazy. Alright, 195. Now let's change this to the full arc. I think that's the wrong direction. I think we want to go the other way. Yeah, we do. Well, the opposite of 195 is 0. 015. Right? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, we can stay at 12 actually until we get to this next waypoint, I believe. That's what I thought. I thought Colombia was in South America. I was not sure where it is. Like, South America, as far as geography and where countries are besides Brazil and like Argentina, other than those two places, I'm like, I don't know where anything else is at. I just know it's down there. Good morning, Brendan. Happy Friday, man. Alaska 559, welcome to the stream as well. Thank you for the props. I could travel to Malmo and Gothenburg. Keep an eye out for that. So it is, as we're getting closer to where we're going, as you can see, you can't even see the ground. And that is concerning. Let's go ahead and activate. Let's actually just see. Right now it's telling me visual 01. Can I change that to something else? Let me see. There's supposed to be an offset localizer, but I guess it's not in here. So we'll keep that. We'll activate it. And that's gonna tell us kind of where we need to go, so that's good. But I do have my chart, and we can do it manually anyways. And so let's go ahead and plan our descent and see if we can get down there, if we can start descending now, because the reason I didn't want to descend was because all of this is really high. But I think we can get down to as low as... It still says 12,000 at Ferrer. It's weird, right? Because the airport elevation is 789 to drop between here and there. We'll try it. What they said. Here's the offset localizer. Let's go by that. So yeah, 7,200 over here. I'll put that in. Ghost Customs, what's up, man? Yeah, I was actually started on time today. So now you're late. There is so much information on this screen. That is nuts. Warning, steep approach, 5-degree Pappy angle not aligning with the final approach gradient. Good to know. If visual conditions not achieved, climb must be established without delay when passing PB 819. And 017 will be our final approach course. Roger. So we have 015, so that was just a couple degrees off. Beautiful. All right, so what we'll do is, because we kind of ran out of time during this first leg, I wanted to talk about the new Discovery series with Microsoft Flight Simulator and what's going on there. But we'll have to save that for the second leg, which is going to be coming up pretty soon. We're about to start approaching our first stop today, which is a pretty busy approach because there's a lot going on. We got low visibility now. We got localizer to try to capture if we can. But I really want to talk about it. I'm excited. I know you guys are excited too, and we'll have to see how it all works out. I think one of the things I'll mention now that I'm excited about is a lot of the third-party developers will soon get access to, I guess, like the coding, like the core coding for them to start making their third-party apps or add-ons and things like that. So I'm like thinking, like, man, like I don't know when the game's actually coming out, but the fact that they're bringing in the third-party people so soon and allowing them to get started is a great sign that, you know, they really are thinking about third-party developers, and that we're gonna get some really dope stuff when this game releases, as far as, you know, add-on DLCs, things like that. I'm just hoping, again, I'm still really hoping that they don't forget about the freeware. Like, I don't want this to turn into P3D where everything costs $100, and if you want your sim to look good, you got to pay all this money. Like, I want the X-Plane side of the community to come in and flood it and be like, yo, we want to make all this free cool stuff for this simulator, so you don't have to spend all your freaking money on it. You know what I mean? Like, you already bought the core sim. There's gonna be some really cool add-ons that you want to buy. That's fine, but also we want to be able to have some free airports, some free planes. You know what I'm saying? You guys who have X-Plane completely get what I'm talking about. All right, we got a turn here, and that thing is not aligning, which is weird. We're gonna go ahead and make a turn though. Actually, yeah, the flight directors is turning. Interesting. And we'll go ahead and descend now. Vertical speed and descend. Descend pretty quickly. So I don't know how much time we actually have. Medellin. You think I would love that city? All right, I'll have to try to keep that in mind too. We go to Colombia. I do want to fly more in Colombia. Just kind of on the same thought of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Some of the reasons that you don't see me fly in certain parts of the world is because I just don't have like amazing scenery in the area. And I'm thinking, like, when Microsoft Flight Simulator comes around, it's kind of be like the whole world is like kind of at my fingertips, and I can still fly to Colombia. I could fly to any airport in China because they're all in X-Plane. I just don't have like the scenery that I'm happy with out near, like ortho scenery, like, you know, custom 3D scenery, things like that, stuff that I kind of look forward to whenever I fly into an airport. Like, I don't have those things for a lot of airports because, one, it takes a lot of space, you know, two, it's just how it is. So okay, cool. Now this localizer is starting to work. Check this out. Here it is. So we have captured the localizer, not captured it, but we are like kind of like following it. We actually are getting a feed from that radio station so that we can actually fly it. And again, it is offset by a little bit, so hopefully once we get close, we'll actually see the airports. We can go off the localizer and go visual, but we'll have to see what happens, because right now, right, we're completely IFR. But I'll try to get on that yellow line as best I can. as we're descending. We'll also kind of check out our charts as well to see where we are there. We need to be at 7,200 feet when we get to this point. And actually, the localizer is different than what I had put in. It's 109.1 instead of what I had earlier. I don't know what I put in earlier. So we need to change our localizer to 109.1. I don't know what we're capturing. Oh, it's the VOR. Okay, gotcha. 109.1. So let's go ahead and transfer to that, and we'll see how that changes our localizer. Yeah. So now we're way off. Okay, great. So it's definitely clearing up. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's clearing up. So it's looking pretty good. I actually can see things. Oh, this is beautiful. Jeez. Look at that. You ortho the Caribbean and Bahamas. I haven't finished that. I originally orthoed like all the Caribbean, and then a lot of it was like messed up, and so I had to delete it all. So I got to redo it. All right, we're still pretty off from the offset localizer. All right, throttle is idle. It's weird because I have the altitude set to 72,000, yet we're at 62. So I think I must not have armored my altitude or something. Jorge says Rio. Yes, I have Rio actually, and I actually feel bad that I don't fly out there more often. But I actually have amazing Rio scenery. I put a video out like 2 years ago of me flying into Rio, a long haul from my hometown to Rio. Hold on, how do I arm? Alright, let's hold 5,000. That looks good. But yeah, I did a video a while back. It's probably one of my first like edited X-Plane videos, I think it was. Yeah, it was actually my first edited X-Plane video. I did a Boeing 767 from Houston to Rio direct, and it was a long haul. Obviously, I didn't stream the whole flight, so I recorded it and then I edited it and I put it together. And it was probably one of my favorite videos I've made. One of my first ones as well. Put some music to it and all that stuff. It was fun. But I got some great scenery out there. We need to return. We need to go back out there again. We definitely need to do that. Alright guys, please hold the rest of your questions until landing. We'll say go ahead and put in what do you think my feet per minute is going to be for this landing. What are your predictions? Send them now. I'm gonna do my best. That's all I can say is I'm gonna do my best. It's my first landing here in this plane in a while. Let's bring our speed back. We're way too fast. Landing lights coming on. I love approaches like this though. These are so cool. It reminds me of Innsbruck, doesn't it? Just a little bit different. All right, nice. So check that out. So the plane is actually capturing the localizer legitly now. Like it's actually on it. That's a good sign. I want to bring out my avatar again and see how far off are we. So 4,500. Let's see, when you get to the VOR, which I think is over here, 4,500. So we're pretty good. So we need to keep descending though, because we're almost freaking there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off autopilot. Landing gear is gonna come down. Oh, we're too high. That's it right there. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna turn around. We have space. We're gonna do a quick left 360 because we came in too high. Thankfully, it's not super tight out here in the mountains. We could actually have plenty of space to make this turn. And my man Pogo Aviator, what's up? We are in the Fokker 50. And the sky cleared up just enough for us to get in here. I feel like this would be a really cool approach to doing VR as well. I got VR for Christmas. I still haven't really I haven't tried it out that much. Sad thing is I can't use VR and X Enviro at the same time. because X Enviro, like X Enviro and VR are too much for my system to run at the same time, so it just doesn't run. Sadly. So I have to use like default weather and stuff. Yeah, William, like I was saying earlier, I have a video up on my channel of me doing a long haul flight from Houston to Rio, which is actually also kind of copying my real life flight, 'cause I actually did fly in real life to Brazil from Houston directly. Sorry, from Houston directly to Brazil, and I kind of did the same flight as a video. And for me to do a long haul on X-planes, especially because I can't just sit here for 12 hours and do a flight. I'll do it off stream. I'll record it. I'll cut it to cut out the 8 hours of nothing happening, and then you'll have a shorter video to watch. But I'm not against doing a second long haul to Brazil. I love Brazil. Yes, sir. We are landing. We had to make a quick left 360 because I came in a little too high. Well, a lot too high. We were like 4,000 feet higher than we should have been. So we're kind of adjusting that, and we're gonna come back here to the left. Airport is right over here. Gear is already down. 3 green, indicating. Flaps coming down more. Oh, nice. Your family lives in Brazil. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I know. Well, I learned, and I wanted to learn Portuguese was because I've been going to Brazil almost every year. I've gone like 3 or 4 times, and technically I should be very fluent in Portuguese already, but I've been slacking. Whenever I come back to the States and I don't practice Portuguese because none of my friends speak it, I'm not around people who speak Portuguese, so it's kind of hard for me to continue speaking it or being inspired to speak it when I'm back home because there's nobody to talk to in Portuguese. But when I go to Brazil, I'm reminded of how much I love the language, I love the people, and it makes me want to learn it some more. So I'm still trying to learn Portuguese even now, and I feel ashamed the fact that I haven't finished or gotten really good at learning it. Let's see, is that the airport right there? No, those are power lines. Where's the airport? Oh, it's over here. I see the pappy lights. But I'm also learning Spanish, so it's kind of tough. Oh, nice. Your parents are Brazilian. Very nice. Do I do a website for Zibo liveries? Just check the X-Plane forums. Forums, I think .xplane.org or something like that. Is all the liveries are there for Zibo. Made by hundreds of people. All right, there's our airport. Please hold your questions, guys, until we get on the ground. We'll make a quick turn here. I'm probably not even going to shut the engines off. We'll land, and then I will probably maybe pull off to the side. We'll watch the replay. We'll come back, and we'll continue for our next leg. And we'll discuss the latest episode of the Discovery series from Microsoft Flight Simulator. And Tyreek, what's up, man? Tyreek Cox. Been kind of thinking about if I should do any X-Plane global mobile streams. I haven't streamed any since I had the beta before it came out, so we'll see. I do have a video coming out hopefully Monday. That's gonna be related to that, and I'm planning on doing some reviews, so stay tuned for some more mobile action. Alright guys, we're on final runway 01 Bolzano. Or Bolzano. Let's see if I can land this thing right. Alright, so it mentioned that the pappy lights are technically 400 off because of the like the gradient of it is off or something like that. So we're just gonna fly it visually, not really pay attention to it. Which is kind of hard not to pay attention to it.
300. 200.
A little too slow. And be careful, because if you go too far back, you kind of go into beta mode with these props.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Aye, that was a bit rough. That was a bit rough. I actually believe it when it says 231 this time. Alright, reversers, and we really don't need them. So let it roll to the end. Welcome to... where are we? Bolzano. Bolzano. This is a pretty cool airport. This is actually some freeware that I downloaded from the forum as well to make the airport look a little bit nicer. But it's a very small airport. Mostly you'll see private jets and GA planes fly in here. You'll see some regional airliners like a Fokker or something like that fly here every once in a while. Flaps up. Stay tuned for the replay. We'll park right here at the terminal. HD, my man, just in time. And we'll put her here. Alright, I'm not gonna shut the engines off to save time for our next flight. We have 3 legs today. Alright, let's log off of VATSIM for a second, and we'll switch to replay mode. Oh yeah, I remember how good this thing sounds too. I just remembered. Alright, here we go. Alright, sound on, headphones on, guys. Yeah, that was just as rough as I thought. I haven't mastered landing this high wing regional jet yet. And we've had some pretty good landings this week in the Airbus and in the 737. Also got a little bounce there. But I'll take it. I'll take it. It could have been worse. One more time. Alright, let's do a wing view while I'm getting the next flight planned. I didn't know that, Jorge. That's dope. Yeah, I've only ever been in Rio, Sao Paulo, and Brasilia. But I would love to explore the rest of Brazil and South America in real life. Like, that's South America, somewhere I would really love to visit more in real life. Very nice, very nice.
Don't sink. Don't
I
sink.
don't know why you're freaking screaming at me. Alright, I'm still getting the flight plan set up for the next round. So I'm just trying to stall. Your family lives in Uberlandia in Goiânia. Those are interesting name places. Hold on, that's a screenshot. I love those reflections. Walking through, what's up, man? Welcome. We were just about to start our second flight.
Don't sink.
I mean, if we want, we could be dangerous and let people out right here. Like, everybody watch your heads when you get out. And let's turn it down for now. And I'm almost done. I'm just gonna connect the VATSIM again, and we're ready to go. So this leg will be going up to 15,000 feet. We'll still be flying as Air Baltic. Call sign Air Baltic 116. Two hours flying from Rio, hour 45 from Sao Paulo. I love the region. Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. That sounds cool. Okay, all we need to do now is set up our FMC. So new flight plan. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the menu. I love the GTN. GTN just makes everything so much freaking easier. This is why I can do more legs whenever I'm flying this type of plane. I want to delete everything. Yes. Because I can just quickly do it. I don't have to worry about, you know, all the complications of starting up a 737, things like that. So for our flight plan, we'll be doing a departure again. Load procedure, departure. It'll be the ADO S5 Alpha. Runway 1. Actually, no, runway 19. We'll be taking off the opposite direction that we landed. So load that. And then we have... Technically, we don't even have any waypoints. We just have a departure and arrival. So I'll do Lima, India, Papa, X-ray. Now this scenery we're flying to next is Verona, Villafranca. We've flown out here before, and you'll be seeing some unreleased scenery by Just Asia. I do want to point that out. But it is kind of like early, so like I say, like an early release, so it's not done. It's what releases may not be what we see today. So I just want to make that disclaimer. I have a very old version. It's probably been updated a bunch of times. I want to do, I think ABLIB. I think ABLIB is the one I want. We can change it later. Load approach. Yes. And I'm also going to load the actual approach to... Oh crap. I didn't do this part. No, I didn't. Let's make the Romeo. Yep, load arrival. Alright, hopefully I put that in the right order. It did. Beautiful. Alright, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get back on VATSIM. Actually, I'm already on VATSIM. I did that already. I'm amazing. So you can see we're taking off back out, back into like the canyon area. We'll be flying through there again, all the way up to 15,000 feet, which we can go ahead and set. There it is. And we need to go ahead and check on fuel to make sure we have enough of that. There's no special fueling way that they do this, so we'll just use this here. Flight's super short. This next leg is gonna be like 40 minutes, probably honestly like 35 minutes. We'll go an hour and a half just in case, and we'll hit apply changes. And we'll go ahead and get the new QNH of the area and see what that is. So I'm gonna go to, oh, we're at LIPB. So 1024, so just slightly different, not very different at all. All right, and we're good to go. That is probably the fastest I have set up a plane in second flight, thanks to GTN. All right, so we got the flaps down to 1 notch, parking brakes released, taxi lights are still on, and we're gonna taxi to the runway. Why Air Baltic livery? Because it's the best one I got. And they do fly to Italy. Air Baltic does, anyways. I did read that they're not based in Italy, obviously, but they do fly to it. So that's all I need to know for me to fly it out of here. But you get about 8 or 10 liveries with this plane, and I don't think any of them are like Italian based. So I was like, all right, I don't know what to use. There's some like Caribbean airline, not Caribbean Airlines, but like some Caribbean based airlines. There's some African based airlines, some European based airlines. And I just decided to use Air Baltic because I like their livery and I didn't like any other ones. Oh snap, I just realized. I'm sorry. I left the door open. Oh, I'm a horrible person. Flight attendants were probably freaking out. Like, oh my God, where is he doing? Where is he going? All right, I'm gonna hit nav mode again. We'll turn off this glide slope thing. Okay. All right, so nav mode, LNAV, and vertical speed. I want my vertical speed to be around like 2,000 or so. All right, that looks good. Yaw damper is off. We'll turn it on when we get airborne. All the doors are shut and secured. Flaps are down. Yes, they are. Trim is set. Alright, let's go. Lane lights coming on, strobe lights are on, and collision lights are on. I know, right? We're the people trying to deplane. Oh, face cam. Thank you guys for reminding me. I forgot. I turned it off when I was trying to let you guys watch the replay. I'm back. For those of you who actually want to see my face. Direx, what's up, my man? Yeah, we'll do some Ryanair flying in the future. Not today. We haven't flown Ryanair in a while, have we? I'm trying to, I feel like I'm forgetting something, guys. Oh, I want to turn the sound up a little bit. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's roll. Yes, I have flown Latam. I don't think I did on the X-Plane, no, I think it was on Infinite Flight. Alright guys, we're on the center line. Takeoff power, Toga. And 100 knots, rotate. How's the flying gear up? gotta love it, man. I love departures like these. Alright, I am gonna go ahead and switch to autopilot. Yaw damper on. Autopilot engage. And I'm a little worried. It looks like we're gonna fly into a mountain. Where are you going, sir? Let's make sure we're going the right way. No, he's definitely not going the right way. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta start checking that the autopilot's gonna do what I wanted to do before I turn it on. Alright, I'm gonna go direct to forward. Activate. Alright, now we'll turn autopilot on. Yes, no. Alright, yeah, just don't fly me into this mountain. That's all I want you to do. Just don't fly me into that mountain, please. Watch out for CFIT. Oh my god. What up, Dougal? Good to see you, man. Glad you stopped by through your busy day, man. Hope you're having a good time and hope you're being productive. Man, I'll tell you, that was probably my fastest turnaround though ever. But yeah, this is the this is what happens when a fast turnaround. You don't pay enough attention to the small things. Have I ever crashed on X-Plane or Infinite Flight? Yes, absolutely. And there are recordings out there somewhere to prove it. Interesting. What's up, Flying Zoid? Thanks for coming by, man. He says, and anybody else in chat who has X and Viral, you can help us answer this question, because I honestly, reading it, I don't know how you would fix this. It's kind of weird that this is happening. But you said that you bought X and Viral a week ago. Every time you fly, you see black boxes over the taxi lights and the plane lights and the night lights at the airport. So if any of you guys in chat can help him out, he's on Twitch right now, Flying Zoid. But I'll also tell you, go try to stop by X and Viral's Discord. Matter of fact, I may have the link if you're not already a part of it, because they've actually been pretty good when it comes to supporting people through Discord. So if you just go to their Discord channel and then be like, hey, I'm having this weird problem, can you help me? And they'll probably get back to you within about 24 hours or less, honestly, because somebody else may be in the chat and no. Let me see if I can actually send you one. Can I invite people to this? I don't know. I may not be allowed. I don't think I'm allowed to invite people into this server. It is, I think, on the X and Viral website. Let me see. Which I can send you that link. xandviro.net. How did I get into Discord? There's a link somewhere. The guy to ask about X and Viro is I am Dimitri. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, I don't know the Discord. I don't even know where I got it from. I don't know how I got in. But there is a Discord, so maybe if you can find it, you can ask your question there if you need some help. Because I personally don't know. And you can find Dimitri wherever he is to be found. Alright, let's go check on our flights. We're at 12,000. We're climbing up to 15. everything's going pretty good so far. Flaps are now up. I keep forgetting to put the flaps up. We're above 10,000. We'll turn the land lights off and the taxi lights off, and we'll leave the rest of these things on. We're pressurizing very nicely. We're headed to Verona next up, guys. That'll be our second stop today, and we're still planning for 3 stops. If for whatever reason something happens and we don't get to make it, I'm not gonna force it. And we could stop there and continue the tour tomorrow. But I did update the map, so if any of you guys actually checked out the map that I told you guys about, the official tour map that I created, you can check that out. Link is in the description of this video, and it'll have the whole map on Google Maps to show you like the routes that I have been taking and plan to take. And I've adjusted it because I added this airport. Oh shoot! I added this airport we just flew from, and that wasn't on there before. And I thought like I definitely gotta fly there. So still kind of amending it. Once I finish it, I kind of want to make a really cool like link so that people can go to it and you know, do their own, you know, whenever you get the chance. Maybe you can't fly right now, maybe later you want to do it. Maybe we could do the exact same tour again when Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out, you know what I mean? So I want to have it kind of saved and archived so that I or anybody else out there who wants to use it can use it and add some more information. I'll probably try to add some links to scenery for X-Plane, some like flight plans possibly too. I think that'd be pretty cool. Second leg, yes sir, Craig, what's up man, good to see you. We're in the Fokker 50 flying from Bolzano. Matter of fact, let me just show you. I'm gonna bring you guys over because I want to talk about Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. I'm gonna bring you guys over to my other screen. So hold on a second. And I'm gonna take this off. Okay, we are now behind the scenes, behind the camera. So check it out. So this is the tour we've done so far. Again, this link is in the description if you want to see this for yourself. It works on mobile and everything. So we started out over here in the Greece area at Corfu. Beautiful, man, this airport was amazing. Flew down to Catania in Sicily, and then from there we flew to Naples. That was all day 1. That video is up. After that, we continued from Naples to Rome, very short hop, and then from Rome to Venice, and that's where we finished last night. And then today we flew straight north-ish to Bolzano. Again, very cool airport, man. Like, I feel like this needs some pay-where scenery. Like, this would be really cool regional pay-where scenery to have. And then from there, we could fly. We're now flying, right? Actually, right now I'm flying to Verona, and we're flying into some Just Asia early access unreleased scenery that is not yet done. Again, I want to say it is not yet done. I was honestly, we'll stop there. And I want to even continue again to Bergamo. Yeah, Bergamo. I want to fly up to Bergamo, which I also have some scenery for, some free scenery. All the scenery we're flying to today is free except for Verona. But that's kind of the plan. I want to at least get this far today. That is the idea. This leg is not very long. We can take a look at the radar or this map here. I think I'm tracking. Yeah, I'm tracking. You see here it says we're like only 10 minutes away, which is super short. I might need to start descending already. So 9 minutes to go is what it says, which is super soon. And matter of fact, let's go back and check on our flight before anything happens. I want to make sure that we're not going to overshoot. Peace game. There it goes. It disappeared. Okay, I'm back. Yes, sir, Dougal. This is the F50, Fokker 50. I have to go to Florence. I was wondering about that because I've heard of Florence. Florence is very close to what I have. We're gonna go back to that map here in a little bit. We'll talk a bit more about that. But I want to kind of catch up on our flight, make sure we're not gonna miss our top of the descent or anything, because it's a very short leg. VNAV says our top of descent is in 13 minutes. I don't actually believe that. We're over speeding. That thing screams at you. It's crazy. Alright, so here we are. We are here. Adosa Idric is over here. LIPX is over here. Like, this whole thing just looks like a mess. Like, it's not right. This is definitely not right. Not at all. Let's go direct to Idric. I think it has LIPX in the middle of our flight plan or something. Because it's supposed to be, last time I checked, there was supposed to be like an arc that goes in here. Maybe I'm doing the wrong arrival. I think I am. Oh well. Man, I messed it up. Because this has me going from here, from this side of the airport to the other side of the airport, and then turning around, which is okay. Oh, I know what I did. Is it too late for me to change it? Let me see. Let me see if it's too late to change it. It might be too late to change it. Just remove it. Removing arrival. I don't know what the plane's gonna do now. But we're gonna go to LIPX, low procedure, arrival, Idrix, I think it was Romeo, and I need to change something. Is it transition? No. I think I just screwed it up. I think I just made it worse. Yeah, I probably made it worse. I won't worry about it. I found like an arc approach that goes from here to there, like kind of like a little loop-de-loop. not a loop-de-loop, but it's like an arc. I don't know. I just like the arc approaches. But it's telling me in my top of the sentence not to way the heck over here, which is on our right downwind. That doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, so elevation is 256 feet. If we're at 12,000 here, then we're way too high. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably just vector myself from Idric over here to be at 5,000. Yeah, we'll do that. But we do have a little bit more time though. Famous Bowman, what's up, man? Good to see you. Okay, so yeah, real quick, let's go back to that screen again. You guys were recommending Florence, and I'm not against it. Not at all. I just didn't have it on. I was like, I don't know if Florence is worth it, like compared to, because I'm trying to fit the whole tour into 6 days, and I would love to get your feedback. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that now. Let's switch over there. I want to get you guys' feedback on the places that we're going to. If there's any places you think that I should add or get rid of, let's do that now. So check it out. Yes, I have a million screens open right now. So again, right now we're heading from Bolzano to Verona, from Verona to Bergamo. That is our plan today. That's not going to change. I'm not going to change that last minute. That's going to be just outside of Milan, over by Monza and all that stuff, or Milano. And so then from there, probably next week, we'll fly from Bergamo to Turin to Genoa, and depending on how long that, depending on how long that takes, we'll continue from Genoa to Pisa, and that's kind of as close as we're gonna get to Florence. Now we could substitute Pisa for Florence, and instead of doing Pisa, we do Florence, or we could add another flight from Pisa to Florence, and then Florence to this place over here, which is Calvi, which I heard has a pretty fun, cool approach as well. So what do you guys think of that? What's your thoughts, your opinions on that route? And we're planning on ending. We're gonna fly to Cagliari, and then ending out in this tiny little island that probably nobody knows about. I don't even know how to say it. Lampedusa. So it looks really cool, super small, but I think it'd be fun to fly to. But that's the plan. But again, 6 days is the thing. This is our 3rd day, so. And again, I'm keeping my streams the same length. I'm not doing any like long 4 or 6 hour streams. Like I'm trying to keep it less than 3 hours, like between 2 and 3, more closer to 2 if possible, but between 2 and 3, depending on how much work I got going on here at home. Yes, sir, Super Hot Pilot. We are flying on VATSIM. So you're saying you guys recommend me do a short flight from Pisa to Florence? Well, we can do that. I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. And it's a super short flight. Like, that's probably like a 15 minute flight, and depending what we're flying, because I haven't decided what I'm flying. I know I want to fly either a 737 or an Airbus into Genoa. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's such a cool, look at that airport. That is so freaking dope. I don't know if I have, there's a payware I think for Genoa that I don't have yet, but I'm thinking I'm gonna pick it up especially for this flight. So what we could do, what do you guys think of this place? I've never heard of this place. Turin, does this have an interesting approach, or is there anything special about this? We can cut this out. We could cut Torino out and go straight from Bergamo to Genoa, and then Genoa to pieces of Florence, and we'll definitely have time to get to Florence if we do that. We'll probably end Monday in Florence, and then fly from Florence. Oh, I just found the bee. I just found him. Hold on. Stand by. Oh, I just found it. He just effed up. He done effed up. Oh God, I got him. Oh, I got him. It's over. That's a wrap. R.I.P. to Walt. Oh shoot, there he is. There he is. Oh shoot, there he is. There he is. There it is. Oh shoot. Oh, there he is. He dropped. He on the floor. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay. It's over. It's over. Oh my God. It's over. Whew, it's over, guys. I got him. Don't worry. All of our kids are safe. Whew. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Alright, how are we doing on our descent? Alright, let's go ahead and descend down to 5,000 feet. Bro, I've been trying to kill that bee since yesterday. He showed up at the early in my stream yesterday, freaked me the heck out. I had to go get La Chancla. Where's the La Chancla? I had to go get La Chancla. And today I decided to bring backup. I brought the long range spray, just in case I can't get to him in time. Whew. Good stuff. All right. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He is trespassing. In Texas, you are allowed to kill people and they trespass in your house. So I killed it. Okay, let's descend. Woo! That was a rush. Is vertical speed not on? Okay, now it is. Oh, face cam's not on? I thought it was on. My bad. I saw it on my standby screen. It wasn't on my main screen. Legit. Okay, we're descending from 15,000 to 5,000. We'll see if we get there in time. Into Verona. We'll do the approach that it gave us. It'd be so funny if the thing got back up, start walking like, you think you gonna kill me? But you just heard the slap. Oh man, that's hilarious. The bees are our friends. Not in my apartment, they're not. You know, I understand, like, if I'm out in nature. Let me tell you a story. Me and my wife went hiking, right? We wanted to be adventurous, and we're like super like not, but we're adventurous, but we're not outdoorsy people. Like, as much as I love playing the hunter and playing outdoorsy games in real life, I'm honestly not an outdoorsy person. Like, you are not gonna see me camping. That's not something that I do or find interesting at all. But one day we were like, hey, let's go hiking. So we went hiking, and we came, and she was in, wearing. We didn't really have hiking boots. I had like running shoes on. She had like some regular shoes, and I don't know. We really weren't prepared like we thought we were. Now the highlight of this event was the bees. So she wore this perfume. I like the perfume. It smells really nice. But so do bees. Bees love this perfume. And so they were all over us because I was with her, but they're mainly all over her. And me being me, when I see a bee out in nature, I'm like, well, first of all, like here, they're in my house, right? So I'm killing them. In nature, I'm in their house, so they got the right to kill me. So if I see a bee, I flee. Like, I'm out. I'm gone. I've never been stung before, and I ain't trying to get stung. Like, I'm not trying to get stung. And so we would run. So a lot of the time we were walking the hike, just kind of enjoying it. But then if a bee came up, it was like on her neck, I was like, run. Like we had a discussion in the very beginning of our hike. I was like, if you see me run, run. And this is honestly a rule for everybody to live by. If you see a black person run, don't ask any questions. Don't look back. Don't say, hey, what are you doing? Just freaking run, and then you can ask questions later. Maybe if you have enough breath while you're side by side, if you can catch up to them, then you can start asking like, all right, man, what are we running for? But no, if you see a black person running, you don't ask questions, you just sprint. You run like a freaking bus is behind you with a chainsaw and a person asking you if you want some candy. Like, run for real. Anyway, so that's what we discussed. I was like, if you see me running, you just run. I'm like, we're in nature. I don't know what's gonna pop out. I don't know if there's gonna be a deer. I don't know if there's gonna be a wolf. I don't know if there's gonna be a massive bee or something. Who knows? But if you see me run, you run. All right. So that's what happened a lot of times. So we ended up running almost the whole hike because we kept running into bees because her freaking perfume. It was hilarious. But anyways, yeah, past the 7,000, it is freaking hilarious. You got stung on your tongue when you were riding your motorbike. Ouch. I will say I did have one run in with a bumblebee one time, and it wasn't a sting. I later on found out that I hadn't got stung. I thought I got stung, but I was just in shock. So what was I doing? I was riding my bike, I think, when I was like a kid, and I got hit. Like I just was in the path of a bee, kind of like with you on your motorbike, except he didn't come needles first. He came head first. So we just kind of headbutted each other, and he lost because he was so tiny. But it hurt. It hurt really bad. It hit me right. So I can't remember where he hit me, but it hit me really hard, and it hurt. I thought I got stung. Later on, found out I didn't get stung. I just got hit. And so I've only been hit by a bee. I've never been stung, and I'm trying to keep it that way. I still don't know how the heck it got in here. I told my wife last night, like, hey, there's a bee in here. I don't know where it's at. It's been hiding. I haven't heard it for a while. I've been trying to kill it. She's like, "Is a bee in here?" I'm like, yeah. So it was pretty freaking hilarious. Super pilot. Next flight, we're flying into. Can somebody remind me? I think I mentioned it already. LIME. That's what I remember. I can't remember the name of it though. Dang, Leroy, you and your daughter were out, and she had a bee on her. What was that? On her shoulders? No, you had her on your shoulder. A bee landed on her arm and stung her. Yeah, man, it's like they don't even care. They don't even care. They just show up and they'll sting you for no darn reason. You ain't gotta do nothing to them sometimes. I think the same thing happened to my wife. Like a bee just landed on her and like, oh, it's just a bee, it'll fly away. And then it's like, pow! I'm like, what the heck? That's a bold move, man. Bold move. Alright, I'm gonna hit altitude because we need to stop descending. I don't know why with altitude. Oh, I didn't hit A select. That's what the problem was. So we'll hold it here at 3,000 feet. We'll add some power. We're well below the localized and stuff. It has a pretty good visibility. We could probably just fly a visual approach in here. Yeah, we definitely could. And I probably will to save us some time. Yeah, we'll do that. So Pevik, I think we need to be there at 3,000 anyways. So once we get to this next waypoint, we'll turn our base there. And we'll keep our speed down. So landing lights need to be back on. You hate bees. You used to kill them when you were younger, but not anymore. I mean, I don't bother them. Like, unless they're like in my apartment, unless they're like actually bothering me, I don't mess with them for sure. Cause I don't want them to freaking get pissed and just bring their whole family out. Like, yo, this dude freaking swung at me. And next thing you know, you're getting, you know, chased by a swarm of bees or wasps. Mega Man for hire. How far am I in the angle of attack ground school? I finished, but I'm actually about to go right back through it and do it again. Because when I finished it, I was starting to study like the material and things like that to try to prepare myself for the written test. And it's been a while since I've finished. I finished before Christmas. Like, actually, I finished probably in like after Thanksgiving, I think is when I finished the video portion of the angle of attack ground school. And so after that, I've just been kind of studying, going through questions and things like that. So, but now I want to go back again, refresh, and get kind of not only refreshed but also re-inspired too. Because I'm still trying to do the questions and things like that. But you know, after a while, it gets old, you know, and so I kind of want to go back through the videos to kind of like refresh me on that, and as well as kind of just have that as well. And he also, Angle Attack himself, he posts a lot of other videos and things every week too, as you can watch. I'm going to heading mode, and I do want to activate the approach. Frequency is gonna be 1101, so let's switch it over. You're loving it? Yeah, man, it's really nice. I really like the way he did it. I really do like the way he did it, and I really do recommend it for anybody who hasn't tried it yet. If you are serious about being a pilot. What am I looking for, guys? Avatar. Yeah, here it is. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't get the new charts. That's okay. That's okay. We'll get them later. I will type in this one though, just to have it in case we need it last minute. I'm gonna turn right a little bit more. We do have our localizer set up. All I really need to know right now is what the CRS needs to be. So let's just go ahead and actually get that. It's gonna be approach 184. Yeah. Oh wow. Why is it different? 111.75. That is very different. That's very different than what I had. Cheers, Craig. Craig, we're on a second leg now, man. And about to land and start our third here soon. Want to get a better landing this time than we got last time. If you see the airport, point it out. I need a button for this I-044. Shoot, I didn't want to do that. There it is. Okay. Alright, I am disengaging autopilot. Disengaging. I want to check how high I need to be.
2,500.
Alright, yeah, we're high. We need to be at 3,000. Oh, we're good. Yeah, we're good. We'll just go down to 2,000. We'll level off there. And we'll throw in some flaps in the mix. We might. It looks like we may have a, because the sun's already setting behind us. We may have a sunset flight for the last flight. We may land at night, depending on how long it takes us to get there. Yeah, I know, you're right, Original Geek. I need to map it to something on my keyboard, or either my keyboard or my joystick. The thing is, I'm so used to flying planes that already have AvaTab on the, like, as an iPad in the cockpit. So whenever I get into a plane that doesn't have it like this, and I want to actually use it, I'm like, well, crap. Aviation Daniel, what's up, man? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Yo, what's happening, man? But yeah, whenever I get into a plane like this that doesn't already incorporate AvaTab into the 3D model, it always kind of throws me off and I have to keep freaking clicking on it. So I rarely honestly use AvaTab unless it's already in the plane. And most of the planes that I have, it's already in it, so. But I'm gonna map it, because I have a button map for my GTN. Oh, that's gear. Oh, I do need that actually. Gear go down. What is my button in? Okay. Oh, I do have a button for AvaTab. That's funny. That shows how much I use it. That's funny. I don't know what these buttons do. I'm probably gonna break some. That's hilarious. All right, you see that white dot? That is our airport. And I think it's showing us below the glide slope, so we can kind of level off. Should be a pretty easy, straightforward landing.
Glide slow, glide slow.
I hear you.
Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow.
Alright guys, send in your predictions now. What do you think it's gonna be? What's my landing rate? Our first landing today was in the 200s. Can I beat that? That's my goal right now, is it could be less than 200.
Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow. Glide.
Oh, why is there an aircraft on the runway? Can you move?
300.
Alright, he's moving.
200.
Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow. Glide slow, glide slow.
100.
Glide slow, glide slow.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Man, come on, bruh. 208. Give me some love. Alright, we're gonna let it roll to the end. Alright, so it says negative 208, but I want to see what Project Fly has to say about that. Matter of fact, wow, Project Fly says negative 78. I'll take that. I'm telling you, I don't trust this thing. I don't know why I freaking downloaded it. It doesn't give me the numbers I want to see. I like Project Fly. I know, right? I know. Freaking, I agree, bro. It does not look like a 208. That's what I'm saying. Like, this plugin, I don't know what, I don't get it. I don't know what it wants from me. I don't know what it's gauging. Now, we're gonna watch the replay, guys. I'm actually not gonna shut the engines off. We'll pull over to the side and we'll watch the replay and we'll head to our next flight. We're doing decent on time. You uninstalled the plugin. I've been wanting to do it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason I have it is for y'all. Like, I only have it so that you guys can see the landing rate pop up, but I don't like it because I don't like what it says ever. I like what Project Fly says. Right? It's like fake news, fake FPM. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Oh snap, missed the exit. Planes will deplane, I'm sorry, passengers will deplane with the engines on again, guys, just letting you know. I see Easy 1344s out here. Lots of Volatea Airbuses and stuff. And I'm gonna park in one of these spots that don't require me to push back. So park next to that second Airbus. Again, guys, this is Just Asia's Verona Villafranca. This is actually unreleased. This is not out yet. And it may look different when it comes out, just letting you know. It probably will. It most likely will look a lot different when it comes out. So just keep that in mind if you happen to be interested in this scenery. All right, we're gonna park here. Alright, park brake set. Project Fly never went into V4. They ended up sending out V3 because it was taking them too long to get V4 done. And we were all just sitting here with no Project Fly for like 2 weeks while they were trying to get V4 rushed. So he decided to instead take their time on V4 so that we can get back onto V3. But V4 is coming. I don't really know what features are coming to V4, but with it being Project Fly and Project Fly being such a, I don't know, it's been very useful in my opinion for me. I know it's gonna be good. All right, headphones on again. I'll turn the sound up for the landing flyby. Man, that is bright. Jesus, where's the runway? There it is. I can't even freaking see the runway. Oh my god, that hurts my eyes. It really does. Back quite a bit more. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on Just Asia. They got some dope stuff coming out. I know they've had some issues with licensings and things like that, but they've gotten it all figured out, and they got some tricks up their sleeve coming. So don't forget about them. You're not a fan of Matt? I'm not a fan of Matt. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that was way softer than our first landing and definitely not worthy of a 203, whatever it said. Watch it from the side so we can get like a better idea of how it looked. Turbos are dope. Turbos are really cool, like, change. Like, we fly a lot of jetliners and stuff like that, so it's nice to get in a fast turbo regional airliner. This thing bounces really easily. But yeah, I'll take that. I like that landing. Definitely like that landing. We'll watch it one more time. Same view. I think I rated this aircraft as a 3, if I remember right. I don't know if it was exactly a 3 or 3.5. I gotta watch the review again, but I think I reviewed it as a 3. Nice, nice, nice. I do want to see that again from the, give me another view. Let's do this one. Oh, wait, I have a bot. Sorry. We'll do this one. I think I rated the Saab higher than the Fokker. Uno mais. Uno mais. Let's do... Do I have that camera on the right side? I don't. Sorry if I'm making you guys dizzy. So many views to choose from. Yeah, I'm actually pretty proud that I got in the center line. I told you guys I've been working on that. Ooh, the Coronado Saab 340, but I know a lot of people have been debating on if the Take Command is better, and I haven't really looked close enough. I haven't flown the Take Command Saab 340 since like it came out, and so it's a bit different now. So I would recommend check out Q8 Pilot. I think Q8 Pilot made a video comparing the two. I would recommend checking those out. All right, I'm almost done with our next flight plans. That's why we're still watching the replay. So hopefully you guys don't mind watching some airplanes land a little bit longer. Let's do... We'll just do this view from behind. We haven't done that yet. I'm almost done though. No problem, Coast Flyer. Anytime, man. P-Truck, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome to the stream. Glad to have you, my man, on Twitch. Man, I've been so busy flying and talking about the tour, we haven't even got a chance to talk about Microsoft Flight Simulator's new Discovery series. Are you really? Sometimes I wonder if I had the honeycomb yoke, how much differently would my flying be? Like how much of a difference would it make if I had a honeycomb yoke? Now the thing is too, is I've never really had a yoke in general, so at first it would probably be worse because I'm just not used to it. Like when I first got my joystick, the one I have now, my landings actually got worse because I hadn't used a joystick before. But after a while, you know, after getting used to it, it definitely, you know, got a lot better. Because before, you guys, if some of you guys remember, before all I had was a PS4 controller I was flying with. So getting a joystick was a massive improvement. And I'm still kind of torn, like, you know, I mean, first of all, I honestly don't want to spend money on a yoke, on a honeycomb yoke. But if I do get some type of new hardware, it would have to be like a new, like, Thrustmaster, HOTAS, something like that, like a joystick, because I don't want to buy multiple devices to fly. I want to have just one device that works amazing and great to fly with. So I would use the same one to fly DCS World, to fly helicopters, to fly any other flying game I have out there, rather than have a yoke and a joystick. Because I mean, unless I'm just like swimming in money or something like that, or somebody gave me one, like I'm not gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna, that's not worth it to me to have two separate devices.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
All right, we are almost done, baby. Let's go ahead and get out of. Let's get out of replay mode, and I'm gonna open up the door. Do not let me forget to close it again. Last time we left the door open, it was freaking dragging it all over the tarmac. That was hilarious. There it is. All right, let's go ahead and set up on. What I'm gonna do. Actually, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and delete the flight plan that we have. Delete everything. And me also bring me back, because I always forget to do that. Boom, there I am. So starting off from Lima, India, Papa X-ray, Villafranca, and we'll do departure, low procedure. Actually, there is no departure. There is no. And then I'm just gonna put direct to Lima, India, Mike, Echo. And then we'll do the low procedure, and we have an arrival we're gonna do. I think it starts with the O. Oscar or something. Oscar 2 Echo. Where's Oscar? Oscar. I see Oscar 2 Sierra. I don't see Oscar 2 Echo. Huh. Where the heck is Oscar 2 X-ray? I mean, Echo. Of course. In that case, screw it. We're just gonna fly direct there. Anybody got time for that? So that's our flight plan. Simple. And I'm gonna get to X Pilot, and I'm gonna file a very basic direct to flight plan in the Fokker 50 from Lima India Papa X-ray to Lima India Mike Echo. Alternate will be. I was gonna make up something. I don't know what that is. And we'll be going at 18,000 feet, which seems high. Let's go to 16. SimBrief told me to do 18,000. Like, I don't know about that, sir. And flight's gonna be like 30 minutes or less. And it'll be direct. And send. Yes, sir, we are flying off on VATSIM. Did I close the chat? When did I do that? And what did I say, 16? Alright, beautiful. Alright, and we're ready to go. Another quick turn. I like quick turns. So much simpler. So simple. Alright, I'll make a right. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot the door! Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm being fired. I'm so fired. Like, what's that scratch on the paint? Oh, that guy's still there. Alright, we're just gonna go behind you, because you've been sitting here way too long. Oh, now he's gone. Yeah, SimBrief does that from time to time. They give you altitudes that don't make any sense. It's a 30-minute flight. I'm in a Fokker 50. Ought to go to 18,000 feet. Unless I have to, which I don't, because there's not really a ton of mountains in the way at this airport. Alright, looking forward to this. This is going to be pretty much a sunset. We're going to be taking off the opposite direction that we landed again. I think the wind is actually in favor of that, doing that. Let me see. Metar, Lima, India, Papa X-ray. See, winds are winds are 220 at 3. Clear, FU at 7,000. Temperature 6, 2.3, QNH 1023. Yeah, so we technically landed the wrong direction. But who cares? There's no ATC on right now. Or planes. I think that British Airways, or I think it was actually EasyJet, because his call sign was Easy. I think that he's already departed. Unicom is on. Oh, Superpilot, you're easy. I just didn't. Sorry, I just saw that comment. I was flight planning, so I wasn't paying attention. Unicom is on 122.8, which you should hear me on in just a second. Villafranca traffic, Fokker 116, taking off runway 22, departing to the northwest. Villafranca traffic. Land lights come back on. Flaps for set to take off. Altitude is set. What is that? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna take off into the sun. Does this thing have shades? It does not, but I do. The on-screen chat is back on. I don't know why I turned it. Oh, that one. You're talking about that. I'll do it when we get in the air. Alright, let's go. Why are you beeping? Do we have enough fuel? We'll see. Something is red down here. Which means I probably shouldn't take off, but we're gonna do it because we're a bad pilot. Alright, it's 100 knots. And rotating. You're up. Something I forgot that I always forget something. Oh well, I didn't turn Project Fly on. That's not necessary though. Alright, make a right turn. I believe we need to go back, right? Sort of? Where is that? See, this is exactly why I need to check autopilot before I turn it on. What is this random marker out here? Why is that in my flight plan? Direct. LIME. Activate. You wouldn't fly if I was. Don't worry. When I become a real pilot, I'll be serious. But you know, sometimes you're just like, hey, I want to fly. I don't care. It's working for me now. We're passing 3,500 feet though. Switching to climb mode. Can you imagine though, guys? Like, what if like one day you were just traveling with your family or something, and then you just see me standing by the cockpit, saying, "Hello, welcome aboard." Wouldn't that be hilarious? That'd be priceless, man. Like, I don't know if you would be excited or fear for your life. Okay, there. I'll select did turn on that time. I'm gonna fly by hand for a little bit. there's really not all that much to see, except for a beautiful sunset. Oh, that looks amazing. Look at that. Jeez. Again, views like this make me think about Microsoft Flight Simulator and how well that's gonna look. The only downside is it may not have all the planes that you guys want at first. So down here it says that we're actually going to be there in like 13 minutes. This is a way shorter flight, honestly, than I anticipated. When we were planning the tour, we were like, hey, so like there's a section that's kind of close together. There's a lot of mountains. It's kind of like, it can be pretty good VFR flight if we decide to do VFR. And because I was thinking of maybe flying the TBM or the King Air or the Citation, and decided not to. I decided I want to fly the Fokker instead. Haven't flown in a while.
Ground, this is Hot Potato, radio check.
5x5. Okay, sorry, I'm catching up on some of the chat that I didn't get because I for some reason closed the chat completely on my screen, not just on yours. I'll bring it back for you guys if you want it. There it is. But you guys were discussing the honeycomb yoke and how I was talking about like if I should get a honeycomb yoke because I would prefer to get a joystick so that I can use it for both things. Like I wouldn't want to use a honeycomb yoke for DCS World. Like, I feel like that would be really weird. But I've heard nothing but good reviews on the honeycomb yoke. I would love to get my hands on it or try it out. I would definitely use the heck out of it for flights like these. But my eyes are like, when it comes to like, if I were to get new hardware, my eyes are more on the joystick for a Thrustmaster HOTAS. I think the F-18 one is the one I would want. That's the newest one. The thing is, man, they're so expensive, and you only get just the joystick part. You don't get the base, which is weird. I'm like, why don't you freaking give us the base too, man? But the one I have, the HOTAS, I have the 16,000, I think it was called. It's alright. It's good. It does a job. It does its job, and that's it. Not like if it's your first one, you'd be like, oh, this is amazing, which is what I thought. So I was like, oh my god, I actually have a joystick to use. I have something. So I had a wheel before I had a joystick. And I remember when I first got my racing wheel for racing and stuff like that. Because before, again, I was using pretty much all my gaming was being done with my PS4 controller, whether it was racing or flying. Alright, it was 10,000 feet. And we're still flying by hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn autopilot on so we can talk. Alright, there it is. What up, Evan? It's good to see you, man. This is the Fokker 50 by Coronado. Wait a second. Now that I think about it, we're going 50 miles. 1,600 is way too high. Let's even it out of 12. Bring it down. 12,000 feet, level me off right there. I just thought about that. I was like, look at the map. We're like less than 50 miles away. There's no way we're going all the way there. So we'll probably do visual. We're not going to worry about arrival, departure. I'm sorry, arrival. We do need to get the weather though. And the weather is 220, same as when we left. FUS 7,000. I mean, we're really not going that far. So the weather is. Wait a second. I think I just typed in. Yeah, that's not the right airport. No wonder it's exactly the same. I typed in where we left from. LIME. There we go. All right, 010. That's a bit different. At 3 knots. NSC. Huh? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Dew point is, temperature 06. Slow down. Dew point 03 1023. All right, gotcha. Oh, nice. You're in a TVM. Super hot pilot. That'd be very cool. Yeah, I almost flew a TVM for this flight. Decided not to. Decided against it. I have no regrets. So, let me know, guys. Tell me. We don't have much time left in today's streams. Our final flight. We're not very far away. We are 7 minutes out. Like, we're close. So, if you've watched the newest Discovery series by Microsoft Flight Simulator, talking about the sound of the aircraft and the simulator itself, what do you think? I want to know your opinions. I want to know what is your thoughts on that. I mean, I have mine, but I want to know what yours is. As the sun sets over northern Italy. Oh look, I see traffic ahead of us. Right here. Oh yeah, Dougal, I think you asked the question earlier that I saw, but I didn't get a chance to answer. You were asking how is the traffic, like traffic global, how does it work? Is it pretty good? And I think it is pretty darn good. It has some bugs, as everything else does in life, but I like it. I don't regret buying it. And it's expensive as heck, though. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I think it's too expensive. I think they charge way too much for it, but I think it's really good. If you actually decide to buy it, you won't regret it. But the hardest part is gonna be for you to buy it because the price point is so high. And I don't remember what the price point is. I just know whatever it is more than I think they should have charged for it. But I think it is so worth it, especially if you fly in air like me. You know, I do a lot of flying, and I don't really. A lot of people will go and they'll go fly in areas on VATSIM where there's so much traffic all the time. Like maybe you fly at peak hours, like in London or somewhere. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of traffic. You don't really need a AI traffic plugin. For people like me, who I fly where the heck I want to fly, whenever I want to fly, and usually I fly places that really ain't got that much traffic, to be honest with you. Not that I don't want traffic, like AI or like real people traffic, but I don't know, the flights that I choose to do are not around a lot of people. Maybe that makes me a loner. Who knows? But anyways, point is, I like it, and I use it when I'm on VATSIM and when I'm not on VATSIM because it makes the airport feel a lot fuller. It makes it feel more interactive. It feels the way that I feel like it should feel in the first place. It puts traffic. It fills the gates to as much as you want. You'll have traffic incoming, landing. While you're en route, you'll see traffic landing, stuff like that. What do I mean by air movement? I'm not sure what you're talking about. But yeah. But anyways, back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. The new sound is ridiculous, man. It's how can I say it? Like the extent that they are going through to make this simulator so authentic is just impressive. Is very impressive. Like the things that you see them doing, like nobody else is doing. And the funny thing is, I just last week I watched a video from Battlefield, who were showing how they got the sounds for the old World War II planes that they had in Battlefield 5, and they showed like the way that they went about capturing the sound and how to what extent they did it. And Microsoft Flight Simulator is going through the exact same process, even maybe more than Battlefield did, and that's one of those top rated games. And so I'm excited because Microsoft Flight Simulator is actually treating this game like it's a Battlefield, like it's a Call of Duty, like it's like the top game, like it's gonna be the best game of 2020 if it comes out this year. Like it has to be rated the best game of the year. It has to be, because it's so far it's on the track to like it's gonna be that much. But I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of like, I feel like it's standard too. The way they're doing it is like, to us seeing how it's done, we're like, oh my god, it's amazing. They're really going all out. But at the same time, like that's how it should be done. Like that's just the way it should be done. And they're just really showing and proving that, hey, we're doing it. Like we're trying to do it right, and we're really trying to give you guys the best. So by freaking default, it sounds like most to all of the aircraft are going to have very authentic sounds. That TBM is going to sound just like a TBM should, you know, inside and out. The Airbus that they showed is going to sound just like it should. The you know, the Robin, the 7172, everything. Evan says he's an alpha tester, and all he can say is that it is well worth the wait. I hope you're right. And yes, Walking Fruit, I 100% agree with you, man. I'm glad they have multiple teams working on things. Like, the sad thing about X-Plane, and it's not their fault, it's just kind of how it is, that they're a small team. Like, X-Plane is like this big thing, but they're a small team, so they can only do so much because they don't have a massive team working for them to get things done. And we're only 15 miles away. Jeez. How high are these clouds? 6,000? Let's get below these clouds. Go to 35. And hit vertical speed mode. And we'll pull the power back. We'll start slowing down, start descending. We're gonna probably overfly the airport, and that's okay, because I'm planning on shooting a visual approach anyways. They choose all types of people, man, for alpha. Some of them are random, some of them are not. But they choose all types of people for alpha. So anybody could be alpha tester, honestly. Anybody could be. I'm about to pass 10,000 feet. But yeah, it's just, I'm impressed. I wanted to actually pull the video up in our live stream today, but sadly, we just kind of, whenever I'm doing multiple stops, there's very little cruise time. So we don't really get a lot of time. So maybe tomorrow we can bring it up. Oh, sorry, not tomorrow. I won't be here tomorrow. There's no stream tomorrow. My bad. I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. But maybe next time we can bring it up. I might even make a video because I want to really break it down. I do, because there's some things in there that I want to take a closer look at, even graphically. Because there's some clips in that video that we haven't seen yet. There's some things in there we haven't seen yet. And I'm really interested in some of those things that are new, that weren't highlighted in the video, but they were in the video. So I want to talk about those. I will say though, this weekend I'm starting a new series, a brand new series. I personally call it binge gaming with Blue Games binge gaming, which I'm gonna be doing on the weekends, and it's gonna be a Call of Duty series. I'm playing through the story mode, and I already have episode 1 and 2 ready to go. You'll be watching those on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday, part 1 will come out. Sunday, part 2 will come out, and then next week, part 3 and 4 will come out. And I'll be doing that for about 14 episodes, because there's 14 missions on the Call of Duty Modern Warfare story mode, and it's a lot of fun. And like, I enjoyed making it so much that I don't even like. I hope you guys watch it. I know people will watch it, and people will watch it and they will enjoy it. The right people will watch it and enjoy it. I'm not expecting to get thousands of views and like that. Like that's not my goal, and it's usually not, no matter what I'm doing. So I understand, because there's certain things people are interested in, certain things people are not interested in. But the people who are interested will watch it, and no matter who watches it, I freaking enjoyed making it. So hopefully you guys get to enjoy watching it as well. But that'll start tomorrow morning. That'll be posted up, and it'll be premiered. So if I am home, I'll be watching it with you guys in like a live stream type of format, except I'm not actually playing, I'm watching with you guys. Yeah, Evan, I agree. From what I've seen, man, I mean, there's honestly no comparison even to X-Plane. Like it's so high above it. It's like PS2 to PS4. Like it even jumped the generation, it feels like. Okay, our airport's right below us. Jesus. And yeah, it doesn't look too good as far as weather is pretty dark. Let's take these off. So we're gonna land on this runway, going that way. That is my plan. And it stinks in here right now. Smells like wall spray. Alright guys, prepare for landing. I'm gonna need an ILS for this. What runway is that? I'm gonna need an ILS because I can't see crap. That's runway 28? Or is it 10? Is there 2 runways? Runway 10. Alright, is there an ILS for runway 10? I need it. There's only VOR for runway 10, of course. I'll do RNAV GPS. Give me vectors. Yeah, vectors was fine. Load approach and activate. Alright, what's that look like? Alright, so we're good in our altitude. We're good there. Be careful because there are some mountains out here to the north. I don't know where you're trying to take us. Why are you going that way? Alright, heading mode. Taking over. I just need it. I visually need it for reference. I can see the ground. I need to see where the airport is. And let's find out if this is the right. Bergamo. 0, yeah. Visibility is horrible. We know. Alright, approach. I want the RNAV for a runway 10. This is where we are. 104 looks like it's going to be the CRS. And yeah, I think we're okay.
2500.
Uh-oh.
2500.
Uh-oh. That's not what I want to hear right now.
2500.
Yeah, PS4 would definitely not get it. Like anything, for the record, we all know any game that's ever come out exclusively Microsoft or Xbox has never gone to PS4. Never. So I can guarantee you that Microsoft Flight Simulator will not be or ever be available on PS4 unless somebody hacks it somehow. But that being said, like you said in the chat, that it probably will boost Xbox sales because it is cheaper to buy an Xbox that can run a flight simulator than it is to buy a PC that can run a flight simulator, right? So I think I see a lot of people buying Xboxes this year because of Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, let's get slowed down. We're gonna go ahead and attempt to land.
2500.
It's gonna be a short final. Yeah, exactly. Xbox and PS4 is the main competition, so that's the whole reason, you know, they did that. And Microsoft already owns Microsoft like Flight Simulator, so it's like it's pretty easy decision for them to be like, yeah, we're just gonna only make it for this. So it sucks for PS4 people like me. Like I'm a Sony person. I'm a person who I've always been PlayStation. Thankfully, I don't only have a PlayStation anymore. I have a PC that can run it too. So that's a positive. But if you don't, then you're kind of out of luck. You need to either get a PC or get a new console. Now, I would personally, if you can afford it, I would personally recommend you get a PC rather than get a console. The reason why is because most of the console games that you want to play are on PC, and you can still play them on PC, and a whole lot more games. There's a lot more games actually on PC than there are on any console. And I realize that now that I have a PC. All right, you're gonna go gear down, a notch of flaps, and the RNAV is gonna help us, but we're gonna have to. Oh, don't tell me! Please don't tell me that's the runway. Is that the runway? I think that's the runway. Oh no! I think the runway is a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. I think this might be it, but I can't tell. Yeah, that's either the runway or a highway. Okay, that's a highway. All right, so we need to follow our localizer here. Okay, there is the runway. I see the pappy lights. All right, guys, final stop of the day, Bergamo traffic, Fokker 16 Bravo on final runway. I don't know what runway we're on.
Holiday traffic, air question all by Bolzano engine sector, flight 360.
I don't know what he just said. I couldn't understand anything. Thank you, 04. Bergamo traffic, Fokker 16 Bravo on short final runway 04. Bergamo traffic. Thank you guys for reminding me. I couldn't remember. I think it's 10. I don't think it's 04. I think it's 10. I don't think there is a 04. Yeah, it's 10. Correction. Short final runway 10. Fokker 16. You were wrong walking through. Guess who's back? Vincent's 777. What's up, man? All right, guys. Flaps are down. Gear is down and indicating, both of them. Altimeter set. We have the runway in sight. Weather's not so clear here. Reminds me of our landing into was it in Venice yesterday? All right, so send in your predictions. What do you think we're gonna get this time? We technically got a 73 last landing, which was pretty darn good. My goal was below 200. Let's go ahead and raise the stakes to go below 150. And we're gonna go by a Project Fly, what Project Fly says, not by what flashes on the screen, but I'm gonna try to get that as low as possible as well. Pretty smooth there.
300.
I see 180, I see 143, I see Daniel. Hello. Watch out for these trees. I see 123. Oh my god. An F-16 just flew right underneath me. What the heck? He came out of nowhere, bro.
100.
Is that easy? Is that super hot? Wow, we use a lot more runway than I wanted to. Oh well.
40.
As long as we put it down softly, I'm happy.
30.
I'm using it all, baby. Using it all, baby.
10. 10.
10. Wow, 304. Are you serious? First of all, I use way too much runway. Second of all, it's okay because I paid for the whole runway. Third of all, 304. All you guys believed in me and I gave you 304. I don't believe it though. Let's see what it really is. Oh no, Project Fly is not even working. Damn, we gotta go with 304. No butter has been served today, guys. Just raw toast. Ouch. Okay, now he's on the ground. I think our mesh may be a little bit different. All right, guys, welcome to Bergamo, Italy. Day 3 tour of Italy. Thank you guys for joining in. I appreciate it. This whole tour will be on a YouTube playlist if you ever want to go check out the other ones, as well as if you want to fly any of these routes that we are flying. I will have the whole map of the entire tour in the description if you want to check it out and do the tour for yourself on your own time. Feel free to use that free of charge. Thank you, USAF 1344, for the escort. Actually, I think it's actually a UFO. I think it's UFO 1344, not USAF. It's true, Craig. Doesn't matter what sim you're in, the fighter will always get you. I'm liking this overcast look, though. That's one thing I really like about X Enviro is they did a really good job of drawing overcast and making it look believable. Like, look at this. This is overcast at dusk. Overcast about 6,000 feet. Yeah, I always forget that. I always have trouble remembering to start up Project Fly whenever I do multiple legs. There's Ryanair taking off. You guys want to see Ryanair? There you go. But yeah, I always struggle with getting the thing. I did pretty good. The first 2 flights, I logged it with Project Fly, but the third one I completely forgot until we were airborne. And I had it all set up and everything. Like, it's all set up in Project Fly. I just had to click start, and I forgot. Does the tutorials on X-Plane 11 give you the basics of all the gauges and controls? Only for, like, the 172. I think it's only for the 172. Because X-Plane does have a tutorial built into it, and it shows you how to fly, but only the Cessna 172. I don't like all these other planes. You have to get tutorials on YouTube, but there is plenty of tutorials online for like most aircraft on X-Plane 11. Just look them up on YouTube. All right, I'm gonna park here. I do not want to link up to a gate. And again, thank you guys for joining in, man. Super excited. Let's go ahead and start doing some shout outs, guys. We're gonna do the replay, and I'm gonna do shout outs while we do the replay. If you are watching, you hear my voice. If you're showing some love, man, send me some emojis. Matter of fact, let me know where you're watching from. I'm actually gonna shut the engines off this time. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'll give you guys a shout out. That's not the right button. Oh, that's an engine. That's an engine. There we go. Oh yeah. Very cool. Now we can open the doors up. Very nice. And lights need to come off. Oh wait, you know what? I probably should have just left those off, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna close the doors because I want to do replay mode. And if I don't close the doors, they will be open in the replay. Alright, there it is. Yes, sir. What a beautiful flight. It was. I enjoyed these flights today. Coast Flyer. Hold on. Let me not do it yet. Let me wait. Let me wait to do the replay before I do the shout outs. But thank you guys for participating. Let me see. Let me disconnect. Thank you, USAF 1344, bro, for the escort. And here we go to the replay. Don't crash. Don't crash for me now. Let's start out with one of these cameras. We'll do that right there. All right, while we're waiting for this to land, let's see who we got here. Let's see. All right, Evan Brode from Michigan. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for watching. Walking through from Portugal, as always. Thank you for watching as well. My man Naz Escobar representing H-Town, Houston, Texas, my hometown as well. Also got Coast Flyer from North Carolina. Matter of fact, I have family in North Carolina. Matter of fact, all my family, like all of them, besides my parents, are in North Carolina. They came here, had me. That's how that happened. Dougal from the wet and windy Wiltshire, UK. Thank you all for coming through and showing your love, showing your support. Blue Games, Blue Air Royal family. You guys are amazing. I want to say thank you so much. I can never say thank you enough. I always enjoy these live streams. I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. And Black Diamond from Arizona. What up, man? What up? How hot is it out there today? Is it nice? Is it humid? How does it feel? What's the weather like out there? But yeah, it started raining out of freaking nowhere out here. And I was really surprised, but It was like nice and like kind of warm but not cold, but then it rained and it was freaking freezing last night, and now today again it's like warm again. So I don't know what the weather's trying to do out here in Houston. It's really confusing. Very, very confusing. But here comes the landing. Let's see how we did. So we got a negative 304. Pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing. But we'll see what it looks like. Does it look like a 304? Because we didn't have Project Fly running, and Project Fly usually gives us a better number. So I floated the runway pretty badly. We used like half the runway, like 50% just to touch down, and then we used like 5% to stop. So here it comes. Here's a float. Watch this float. Really bad. It's like 10. William Jr. from London, bro. Thank you for coming through, my man. It didn't look that hard. It definitely was not a 300. But I'm not surprised. Usually after the float comes a smash. Smash Bros, man. Alright, let's see. I'll watch it from the flyby view. You can kind of see the sun out there a little bit in the distance. We got all those Ryanair 737s behind us. I guess this is a major stop for Ryanair, apparently. Do I know Livingston, Texas? Yeah, I've heard of Livingston, Texas. I don't think I've ever been there, though. Don't think I've ever had a reason to go. Actually, yeah, that's a 300. I see it now. You saw how we dropped out of the freaking sky? Yeah, okay, now it makes sense. It definitely was. It might not have been 300, but it was definitely in the 200s, probably mid to high 200s. But look at this. You see us, we're looking good. We're looking good. I started pulling nose up too early. We start floating, we're floating. We finally stall out, and then bam, smashed it. You know, best 1 out of 3. We had 1 good landing out of the 3 landings we had today. That's more landings than we usually get. Let's watch from the passenger view.
50, 40, 30.
Don't sink, don't sink. And down we go. Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a rough one, guys. That last one was a rough one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the butts. Alright, guys. That's going to be a wrap for today. I want to say thank you. I said it already, but I just want to say thank you again. Like, I want you guys to know I appreciate you. Seriously. I'll be back next week with the live streams. We'll probably do 3 live streams next week. I may try to come in on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have something going on Thursday. If I can't do Tuesday though, I'll do Thursday. So, but most likely I'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week, and we'll continue the last 3 days of the tour of Italy. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying these videos, enjoying these tours. Let me know if you have any suggestions for other areas to tour, any other types of videos. Let me know. Definitely enjoy the videos I'm putting out this weekend. The new Blue Games Binge Gaming series coming out this weekend. Starting out with Call of Duty Episode 1. It's gonna be a lot of fun, a lot of dope, really cool. Hope to see you there. But until next time, my man. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices. Give up, give in, and give it all you got. Smooth flying, what's up? Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. Here comes a touchdown.